When the J-League began in 1992, there were just 10 teams. Today, there are 57, playing across 3 leagues. The growth of the J-League has been a huge success. From Hokkaido in the north down to Okinawa in the south, there are now teams from all corners of the country. Well, almost. Japan is made up of 47 prefectures, but only 40 of them have J-League teams. Here are the 7 prefectures without J-League teams, and the teams most likely to one day represent them in the J-League. You'll find Mie in the Kansai region, just to the east of Nara Prefecture and to the west of Aichi Prefecture. Mie is famous for some of Japan's most important shrines, including the Ise Grand Shrine, which is known as the Soul of Japan. Ise Jingu includes 125 shrines that are often visited as part of a popular pilgrimage. This prefecture is also home to some of the most scenic Japanese sights you've ever seen. And when it comes to football, there are 2 clubs vying to reach the J-League. Both Suzuka Point Getters and Virtien Mie are in the Japan Football League, just 1 step below the J-League. And both clubs have J-League licenses, meaning they just need to finish in the top 4 of the JFL to win promotion to J3. Fans of motorsport will recognise Suzuka as the venue of the Japanese Formula 1 Grand Prix, one of the most iconic circuits on the calendar. The checkered flag is the symbol of Suzuka City due to its motorsport links, and that's why Suzuka Point Getters play in checkered shirts. And what about the Point Getters part of the name? This is down to a sponsorship deal with a points shopping website. Since 2019, the club have been coached by Milagros Martinez from Spain, who became the first woman to manage a men's team in a Japanese national league. The other Mie team competing in the Japan Football League is Virtien Mie. This club has a strong link with the Netherlands. Virtien means 14 in Dutch and was the shirt number of Johan Cruyff. And the team also plays in orange, just like the Netherlands national team. Before the club was born in 2012, the club founders visited the Netherlands to learn about setting up a football club, which is the reason for the strong link. The club were founded as Virtien FC and were also known as Kuwana Virtien for 2 seasons. After the nearby city of Kuwana, they became Virtien Mie in 2015. The club play most of their games at Torin Stadium, which has one of the most striking views in Japanese football. The stadium recently underwent renovations to bring it up to J-League standards. Shiga Prefecture nestles against the eastern edge of Kyoto, and despite not being as famous as its neighbour, it still packs a punch. The jewel in the prefecture's crown is Lake Biwa, Japan's largest freshwater lake. And as you can see, there are also some stunning cultural sites around the lake, and even inside it, such as Shirahige Jinja, a shrine placed in the shallows of Lake Biwa. The lake also inspires the prefecture's biggest team. Mio Biwako Shiga play in the Japan Football League, but their J-League ambitions are currently unclear. But what is clear is that they have one of the best badges in football. Once upon a time, the club even had catfish in their name. They were founded in 2005 as FC Mio Catfish Kusatsu, based in the city of Kusatsu in Shiga Prefecture. At this time, they were a junior and youth football club, but stepped up to men's football in 2006 when they joined the regional Kansai Soccer League Division 1. In 2008, they won promotion to the Japan Football League, and that's where they've been ever since. They became Mio Biwako Shiga in 2012 in an effort to represent all of Shiga Prefecture. As with many Japanese teams, the origin of the name Mio Biwako Shiga is quite creative. Mio is a combination of the letters that spell Omi, and Omi is the historical name of the area that comprises Shiga Prefecture. In 2013, the club applied for J-League 100-year plan status, which is required for promotion into the J-League. However, the club failed to follow up on their application, and there has been no recent news about the club's future intentions. Nara, where history and culture await behind every corner, and where the sacred deer roam freely. Once upon a time, to be precise, from 710 to 794 AD, Nara City was the capital of Japan. But this cultural city of 3 World Heritage Sites doesn't yet have a J.League team. Its best hope are Nara Club, who play in the Japan Football League and hold a J.League license. The club were founded in 1991 as Tonan Club and didn't become Nara Club until 2008. In 2015, they entered the Japan Football League, which is where they've been since, recording best place finishes of 7th on 2 occasions. As mentioned earlier, the club does have a J.League license, but not without a bit of controversy. In December 2019, it was announced that Nara Club had inflated their attendance figures, which is one of the criteria for a J.League license. When this came to light, the club president resigned and their J.League license was suspended for 6 months. Although Nara Club's name is fairly straightforward, they do have a very interesting corporate logo. The N-shaped logo represents important spots of Heijōkyō, the former imperial palace. The club say the up and down movement of the logo suggests being able to withstand and bounce back from difficult situations. It's also N-shaped, and Nara begins with N. Nara Club also have a second emblem, which is also used on their shirts. This one is a bit more straightforward. It's a deer, like one of the sacred ones that roams around the city, except this one has a football. It's pretty cool. Wakayama in the Kansai region borders Osaka, Mie and Nara prefectures. It's home to the breathtaking Nachi waterfall and Nachiyama pagoda. There were also stunning beaches, peaceful treks and fascinating history. But what about football? For the first time in this video, we need to step below the Japan Football League and delve into the regional leagues, where we'll find Altarivo Wakayama. The club play in Kansai Soccer League Division 1, which is the regionalised 5th tier of Japanese football, 1 step below the Japan Football League and 2 steps below the J.League. The club's history goes back to 2005, when a group of volunteers decided to set up a Wakayama club that could one day reach the J.League. Their name was voted for by fans, and is a combination of the Italian words arte and arrivo, meaning art and arrival. In 2007, Altarivo Wakayama entered the local level Wakayama prefectural leagues, and worked their way up, joining the regional Kansai Division 2 in 2011 and Division 1 the following year. Despite winning the Kansai Division 1 title twice, the club have been unable to progress through the qualifying tournaments to win promotion to the JFL. And at the time of making this video, the club haven't applied for J.League 100-year plan status. Fukui may fly under the radar for many, but it's a beautiful prefecture in the Hokuriku region that stretches out along the Sea of Japan. It borders Kyoto, Shiga, Ishikawa and Gifu, making it an easy place to visit while touring some of the most scenic parts of Japan. It's also famous for dinosaurs, so of course we're about to discover a fantastic team name. When it comes to football, the prefecture has long yearned for a J.League club, and has made various efforts to this effect. In 2006, an MPO was set up with the aim of creating a J.League club in Fukui Prefecture. The result of this was that 2 clubs, FC Kanatsu and Maruoka Phoenix, merged to create a new club that would target the J.League. This new club became Saurukos Fukui. The Sauru part of the name comes from the word dinosaur, particularly the Fukuisaurus, the bones of which were discovered in Fukui Prefecture in 1989. The Kos part of the name comes from the word Army Corps. This name was voted for by local residents. Due to financial difficulties, Saurukos Fukui and the NPO that created the club were dissolved in 2018. And in 2019, Fukui United were founded to take up Saurukos Fukui's place in Hokushinetsu Division 1, which is the regionalised 5th tier of Japanese football. Fukui United have won the league title in both 2019 and 2020, but have so far been unable to progress through the qualifying tournament known as the Regional Champions League to reach the Japan Football League. And the club haven't yet applied for J.League 100-year plan status. There's also another team from Fukui playing at the same level as Fukui United. Sakai Phoenix are a continuation of Maruoka Phoenix, who were merged with FC Kanatsu to create Saurukos Fukui. Sakai Phoenix are targeting a place in the Japan Football League, but don't currently hold a J.League 100-year license. Kochi is one of the 4 prefectures that make up Shikoku, Japan's 4th biggest island. The island's other 3 prefectures, Ehime, Tokushima and Kagawa, already have J.League teams, and Kochi is very keen to join them. Kochi Prefecture is famous for nature, traditional culture, and history. It was the home of Ryoma Sakamoto, who played an instrumental role in the modernization of Japan in the late 19th century. Ryoma Sakamoto was famous for bringing people and groups together, and, fittingly, the prefecture's biggest team were created by merging 2 clubs. In 2016, Aigoso Kochi and Kochi U Tadastar joined forces to become Kochi United. The new club's aim was to reach the J.League. Kochi United took up a place in the Shikoku Soccer League, finishing 2nd in 2016 before winning the league title 3 years in a row. And in 2019, the club progressed through the Regional Champions League to win promotion to the Japan Football League, but the club don't currently hold a J.League license. Shimane is the least populated prefecture in this video, and the 2nd least populated prefecture in Japan. But it's one of the most important prefectures in the country. It's said that all the gods of Japan come to Izumo Shrine in Shimane to meet once a year. The prefecture's biggest city is Matsue, which has one of Japan's few remaining original castles. Matsue Castle was built between 1607 and 1611 and has survived countless earthquakes, fires and wars. The prefecture's biggest football club have also survived through name changes and reorganisations, with a history that can be traced back to 1968. In that year, Matsue TRM Club were founded and played in the local level Shimane Soccer League. In 2008, the club name changed to Voradore Matsue, but the biggest change came in 2011 when a new club were founded to replace Voradore. This new team took the name Matsue City FC and were initially run by an NPO with the aim of reaching J2 by 2020. Matsue City were hugely successful in the regional Chugoku Soccer League, winning the title 3 times between 2014 and 2018. Another major event in the club's history occurred in 2017 when a private limited company was founded to run the club. And in the following year, Matsue City progressed through the Regional Champions League to win promotion to the Japan Football League, which is where they still remain. But the club don't currently hold a J.League license. So those are the 7 prefectures without J.League teams. Let me know in the comments which team is your favourite and which one you think will be the first to reach the J.League. If you enjoyed this video, I'd hugely appreciate it if you could leave a like. And if you haven't already done so, I'd be really grateful if you could subscribe to help the channel grow. Thank you for watching.